let's talk right now about anxiety. Alright. I'm gonna talk from my own personal experience. I have experienced what's called obsessive compulsive disorder. So I'm writing, well, I'm on this video because I really want to help out as many people as I can. That's my goal in life, is to just help out, just do everything I can to better people's lives, because when they're happy, I'm happy. But anyways, if you feel like you're still struggling with anxiety, don't worry about it. The reason why I say don't worry about it is because of this revolutionary type of treatment, which is called acceptance commitment therapy. Look it up. I guarantee you it's going to change your life. But if you're going to a psychologist or psychiatrist, obviously don't do it behind their backs. Just let them know, hey, have you heard about acceptance commitment therapy? And if they say no, then then they're kind of missing out. Because what this type of treatment does, it makes you look at anxiety for what it really is, which is just a sensation. In other words, anxiety is not an enemy. Guys, keep that in mind. These anxiety feelings, these flight or fight responses, they're not there to harm us. When you kind of think about it, if we never had the flight or fight response, look at our ancestors when they used to be hunted, by large animals back in back in whatever, back in the days. I'm not a history major, so I don't really know. If then I know for sure if they never had these flight or fight responses, we would have probably never been able to evolve, because we would have probably been killed off by a lot of predators or any of that stuff. So in other words, anxiety is actually a friend. And think about it, when you have a test and everything and you have anxiety, what does that anxiety propel you to do? It makes you study, So get this in your head: anxiety is it's not an enemy. It's not an enemy. It's just another sensation. I guarantee you, because if you ask yourself, if I didn't suffer from anxiety and I was just to have another anxiety attack, what would happen to it? You just be like, oh, okay, that's fine. I'm feeling bad today. Let's move on. And that's what acceptance commitment therapy does. When I used to get very bad panic attacks and very bad anxiety, I would always want to try to fix it. It's kind of like, oh my God, why am I getting this thought? Why am I getting this thought? Like, think happy thoughts. Okay, this will go away. This is just in the head, But I wasn't doing what I was supposed to be doing. In other words, there's only one thing. What I said is, it's just in the head. That was the most important thing. That's when I realized that, what? Now I see what this type of treatment is. It's because you gotta become mindful. It becomes problematic when you start to get lured into your thoughts, because you forget what's reality, you forget what's the truth, you forget what's in front of you. Like, if I was to be prone with anxiety right now, I'd be so clogged up that I would forget that I'm being on camera right now. But that's not the case. I know where I'm at, I know my place, and I'm being mindful about it. Just to get more information, really look up acceptance commitment therapy. And I just want to let everybody know who suffers from anxiety, don't worry about it, just hang in there, and take it day by day, because you will get better. And I'm not saying that your anxiety is going to go away, don't get me wrong. No matter what, you can take all the antidepressants, all the anti-anxiety medications, or whatever's out there, but if you will never be able to eliminate anxiety. What you can do is change the relationship you have with anxiety. That should be your new goal. That was my goal. That's when I realized the thoughts that used to trouble me, the thoughts that used to bug me, all those thoughts, they don't bug me anymore. Do they come still? Yeah, they come once in a while. But here's the big question, do I get fused? The question is no. It's like, thoughts are always going to come in your head, no matter what. So why even try to control it? Why struggle with it? Why try to force your brain to think what you really want to think? Let it be spontaneous. Let it be free. If it wants to think about negative stuff, let it think about negative stuff. It's cool. It's fine. Just the more I tell you about this, the more I realize that this treatment really changed my life. a lot better now. Like I'm just happy, you know, and I don't get myself used to being happiness. I know one of these days I might wake up feeling anxious and stuff like that, but you don't want it to stop, you know, stop you from living your life. You know, like ask yourself before you die, what are you going to be remembered for? No one gets remembered for what they thought. No one gets remembered for what they felt. Don't know. They get remembered for what they did, what they left, what they physically did. That's, ask yourself. That's what acceptance commitment therapy makes you realize. So you start to put all your energy to leaving your mark, as opposed to trying to change your thought, or as opposed to trying to like not to think about it, you know. I know I'm going in tantrums and everything because it's not, you know, I'm not a pro in making videos, you know, but I just really want to get that information out there, and I feel like YouTube is a very good way of getting out a message because, like I said, I want to help out as many people as I can. And even when I become a profession, you know, my goal in life is to actually be an actor. So, but you know, as a backup, I want to be a brain surgeon or a biochemist. So, you know, all of this, and even if it all goes well, I still want to do YouTube videos and help out people. You know, and just really look up acceptance commitment therapy. It's called acceptance commitment therapy. Is short for ACT. Actually, the shortness is ACT. So look it up, guys. I really recommend it. You know, and this is not even for people with anxiety. It's just people that go through stressful times. You know, even if you have depression, even severe depression. You know, look it up. And honestly, none of us have disorders, dude. None of us. There's no such thing as mental illness, bro. Like in my personal opinion, the only mental illness is unfortunately schizophrenia. Like there's really nothing you can do. I mean, I don't want to say there's nothing you can do because I don't want someone who, you know, think there's nothing. You know, I'm no expert, but from what I've read, schizophrenia is probably one of the hardest things to treat, such as bipolar and everything. But even if you have those situations, man, you can still live a valued life. You can still live a beautiful life. Just, you know, just look it up, guys. Don't fuss with your anxiety. Let it be, because it's gonna come up, and as quickly as it comes up, it's gonna go away. It's gonna trouble you, of course. Who the hell wants to have, you know, a burning sensation on their neck? Who the hell wants their heart to be beating like if, you know, you feel like you're gonna get a heart attack? Who wants to feel dizzy? Who wants to have sweaty palms? No one wants to have that. But hey, you've experienced it before, and what's happened? Nothing. You know, you're fine. You know, you survived, right? I survived. We all survived. So what does that tell you? It's just a passing sensation, and what it feels like it lasted like 5 minutes, but I mean it feels like it lasts hours. But dude, it only lasts like 1 or 2 minutes. Don't worry about it, yo. Just let it pass, you know. So I'm gonna wrap it up with a simple diffusion technique. Whenever you get like a bad, whenever you get like a bad thought. For example, one of the things that used to trouble me a lot was like my brain used to always tell me. I remember this, oh, you're gonna fail in school. You're gonna be the worst. You know, you suck. You're the worst. You know, you're gonna. So whatever. Let's just keep it simple. Let's say that my thought was, I'm gonna fail. I'm gonna fail my chemistry. I'm gonna fail my organic chemistry class. I'm gonna fail. I'm gonna fail. No matter what I do, I'm gonna fail. That's it. So I should just give up. Okay. If you get fused to that, I would always get anxiety when I think of that. But now as I'm saying it out loud, you know, I realize it's just a thought. So what helped me do it? Whenever you get a negative thought, just put these words in front of it. These simple words. I am aware that I'm having the thought. And then just continue with your negative thinking. And you're gonna see how you're gonna slowly start getting away from the thought. Stop getting so attached to it. In other words, being fused with it. You're not gonna change the thought. The thought's gonna be there. You know, your aim is not to change it. It's just to diffuse from it. So look it up, guys. Acceptance commitment therapy. I really recommend it. But don't switch on it just because I'm telling you to do it. You know, do your own research. Do your own research, and if you see a psychologist, you know, look him up. You know, tell him about it. You know, if you feel like nothing else is working, you know, then try this. You know, what's the worst that's gonna happen? All right, guys. Have a good one. Be safe and smile.